Hello everybody, welcome to my site. I call it the Tomb of Illumination in regards to the illumination of our earth, the possible illumination of man, the opportunities out there for every man to be illuminated, go through his second birth, come into the light, open up the rest of his brain so he can see things for what they really are, see the truth from the proverbial out the back bit, and where this illumination comes from, what helps create the illumination of man, and it's all associated with birth, rebirth. Now, if you haven't seen my videos before, that's a quick rundown on what I do. I explain all the systems involving spiritual awakening and how it's connected to the flat earth. So I've got all the physics, or I can describe the whole system, the whole flat earth system that's all been hidden from the public, that all the ancients knew about. And this is where I got most of my information from, what the ancients have left us. And because people are not illuminated, they do not read or can understand the esoteric text or scriptures that are written for those who are illuminated. Only the illuminated ones that have gone through their second birth can read the scriptures. But even then, it depends on your level of enlightenment. And this will take you into Freemasonry. They have all different grades, don't they? Well, it's written that there's only one man that will come, that will know it all, have all the answers. And you can figure out who that person is, whether he's come or not. But anyway, this video, well, not this video, but I'm just highlighting the fact I can reveal all the secrets, right? And what I'm trying to do is gain at least 100 people signed up on my Patreon page before I start revealing all the secrets. Never been told before, never been explained to man before. And but basically I've only got a flat rate there of $3.50 US American, which is basically you're just supporting me, supporting my work, my channel. But to get the ultimate, there's a little bit more cost involved, and I haven't got a tier system set up on my Patreon page. So what I'm going to do is just charge a one-off fee for each video if you want it. You don't have to buy it, you don't have to know it, but I will only give this video to those who pay the one-off fee. Okay? Like everybody, we're in this corrupt system where we all have to make a living and pay Caesar what is Caesar's, whether you want to say it that way or not. But we all have costs of living. You can have a freehold house and whatever, but you still pay all this tax, thousands of dollars taxes every year just to live in your own house on your own land. Well, that's only one issue we have. But there's many, and I need to make a living. I'm an ex-builder. I can't go back to building again. I'm 62 years old, so I have to charge for this stuff, I'm sorry to say. But I am, willing to talk to people in public for free if they cover the costs. But what I have behind the board here is one of these divine stories that have never been told before. And it's in regards to the Revelations 13:18. Mark of the beast. You've all been misled. This information is worth millions and millions and millions of dollars. And you can figure out why it's worth that much money. Just think of all the rhetoric, all the stories, all the time that's been put into it, what the churches tell you about it, what's being donated to the churches, what people donate to churches to hear all that, I'll just call it rhetoric. Well, I'm about to reveal for the first time in this cycle of man human history, in this cycle of man anyway, what the actual 666 is referring to. What Revelation 13:18 actually means. And you only know this stuff, well, even then they won't, but part of understanding it is having full knowledge of the flat earth system. Man's arc of horizon, the two hemispheres, the two systems, the two Milky Ways, the north and the south pole basically, are like on a magnet. The energy, wanting to seek each other out, to find equilibrium. We know that in nature, finding equilibrium, finding rest, the resting state. But Earth's system doesn't find that resting state. If it did, it would collapse and nothing would exist. It would just go to rest. So there has to be a moving system. And that moving system is contained by what we call the capacitor plates, known down here in physics and science, and the dielectric gap between. Well, these capacitor plates are what we have in the tropics, parting the tropics. Between the tropics is the dielectric gap. This is the whole divine story in religious scripture. All Gnostic, Christianity, whatever you want to call it, it all comes from this one divine place. And in science they know their magnetic field is very weak in the tropics, don't they? Very strong at the poles, because they come out of the poles, but they come to that plate and stop. All the energy is built up on the plates on either side of the tropics, right? They don't tell you the magnetic field does not cross the tropics, and it does not. It goes through the ground, but not through here. So it's like the resting state within our moving energy field, but there's a resting state there. And that gap represents the gap between the two hemispheres of the human brain. Well, understanding all that, I describe it all on my channel. So if you're interested in all this sort of information, go sign up to my Patreon page. It's only $3.50 American a month to support me. Then if you want to see videos like this, then you'll have to pay the one-off fee. So, it depends on numbers, you see. So I'm going to have to say, for 99 New Zealand dollars, that's a lot less than American dollars, but $99, I will reveal this, I will give you this video. A one-off actual breakdown of what the 666 represents. And it's nothing like you've been told, okay? Nothing. It's all divine information. So you guys decide what you want to do. I'll be making the video and I'll be keeping the video. And never releasing it unless people really want to know. Okay, and that will go with a lot of my videos. If they don't want to pay, they won't get them. I mean, it's no skin off my nose. I mean, I'm here to share my information, but I'm also here to live a life. I'm not here to become wealthy or charge gold. No, it's just to exist without bludgeoning of the government or depending on a pension. Okay? Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. It's up to you to decide whether I am having you on or not. Just go back and check out some of my older videos. I'm rehashing some of them now. I'm sort of bringing some old ones back I deleted earlier and editing them and putting them back online, if I can. But I've just uploaded a video now regarding consciousness, and I tried to edit out 3 seconds where I mentioned the sun is stationary, which it is not. So I was cutting 1740 to 1743. I tried it twice, and both times YouTube editing was cutting the whole video right up to 1743. I've done a lot of editing before on there, but for some reason they wouldn't let me cut that fraction out. So sometimes I can't cut out the errors, things I say that just come out that aren't planned. I just throw them out there, regretting it later. But you just take that on board, and if you've got any queries, comment or email me. You'll find my email on my YouTube site. If you want to send pictures and images, you have to go through my email, because apparently you can't get them on the Patreon page. So just watch out for my videos, but if you want to understand what I'm on about and whether you believe me or not, and whether I know what I'm talking about or not, check out my previous videos. Although I have taken off about 200, which I'm slowly going to put back on. But I think there's enough information on there to know, or if you're a thinker, to realise I know what I'm talking about. So put a thumbs up, a likes up every time, and subscribe if you haven't. And you'll be in for a mind blast if you follow me. Cheers, guys. Thanks for listening.